others and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot
Welcome
believe
back
you.
to the madness. Maybe? So, Thursday's broadcast, yeah, things went off the rails. Buttons were smashed, the airwaves were violated, and I may or may not be on several government watch lists. And yet, somehow, I'm back in the control room. I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. I mean it. Absolutely no idea. I'm still somehow sponsored by Tiki Solitaire Tri-Peaks. The link will be in the chat, so check it out while I probably ruin live TV. And my son's challenge? Oh, it's still on. 100 YouTube subs or 100 Twitch followers, and I will be doing the Bean Boozled Challenge live. The jelly beans, they've been bought. Regret, also purchased. This is not for broadcast, and I'm one wrong button away from disaster. Again. But anyway, hello everyone. I am going to be putting my sponsored link
We're only getting started.
real quick. Gonna pin it,
Good evening.
and then we'll get this madness started. Alright.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Good evening to you too, Princess. How are you doing? Ready to see what happens. I know, me too. After Thursday's broadcast, oh my goodness, that was nuts. You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. Same. Me too. What you had to edit on the news last night, when you come downstairs, you and your family sat in the living room waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa next to Sam. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night after Jeremy, everything that happened. Sam shakes their head. I wonder what they'll do with him now. Are you okay? Lock him up, probably. Can't say I blame him. I can't shake the feeling he might be right. Ew. Yeah, I just can't shake that feeling he might be right about things. Sam glances at Charlie, then back at you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing, and I couldn't help but wonder why. It seemed like the right thing to do. I didn't feel like I had a choice. Oh yeah, that's how I felt. No choice. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt our bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seemed to come out of nowhere. No one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to interject Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie always was a bit black and white about this sort of thing. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you weren't in an impossible situation and somehow you managed to make the right call. Sam throws their arms around you. Only you were stuck in the studio having to make the choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you. You've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure you fully process what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You sigh and absentmindedly turn on the TV. It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hope. You were never going to please everyone. It's been 6 months since you and Sam last discussed Grandma's ever-increasing medical costs. And Emma, whilst very pleasant, has proved as expensive a nurse as you feared. You can't quite believe it's been that long already, but the sanctions are really starting to hit home now. And unfortunately, the government's only solution to help the ailing elderly is a day trip to a transition center. Why does everything always seem to come back to money? This time, it's you at the kitchen table surrounded by bills and paperwork when Sam comes to join you. Today, Emma told you that there was really nothing more you can do, except an expensive experimental new treatment that might not even help. Sometimes your mom wants the treatment more often. She talks about visiting a transition center. It's hard to know which she really wants. Sam puts a hand on yours. What are we going to do, honey? She's your mother. It has to be your choice. I don't think she wants to live like this anymore. It's hard, but it's time for the transition center. She's my mom. We have to do whatever we can. Let's get the treatment. Let's go transition center. These things are never really a choice. Hopefully the kids will understand. It was all you can do, given the circumstances. If only things had been different. Just as you're finishing up breakfast, Sam comes in. Tough choices, oh yeah. As much as it sucks with the elderly, you kinda sometimes gotta make the hard decisions instead of just letting them suffer. You know, we had to make that with my grandma, and that was hard. Sam comes in with the post. Oh, we got a postcard from Susie. I hope she's having fun on her trip. Sam reads it out loud as you finish getting ready for work. So I've been what feels like most of Kyrgyzstan. Really cool place, but so cold. Hope Chippy enjoyed the gift. And before you say anything, yes, you were right to make me pack the extra pair of socks. Sam gives you a small kick under the table. Next, we got the train to Slava, much warmer and loads of beaches to enjoy. I could have stayed there forever, but had to head to San Palmarino before it got too cold, and I'm so glad we did. We've probably got 1 or 2 more stops before heading home, but I'll be back in time for Christmas, I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Love, Susie XXX. Sounds like it's been a hell of a trip, worth every penny. The 20-week war.
Good evening,
And
Alex. A word of warning. You'll no doubt notice some
oh
disrupt
no.
activity on the interference console
Okay,
tonight.
I think I'm gonna pause it real quick because my batteries are low. I should have changed them before. So just give me. Alright, I am back.
You could choose to broadcast these alternative frequencies by scrolling the mouse wheel down, or return to channel 1 by scrolling up. Of course, I trust you know better than to put disrupt on the air, Alex. We show the news, nothing else.
Alrighty. Okay, hold up.
Just don't get drawn into talking about the war. Politics in general.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
You didn't hear this from me.
It's over to Patrick Bannon for all the day's sports board highlights.
Oh, I should probably pick.
Currently, there's a crew at Team HQ
Absolutely no shenanigans. I cannot guarantee there will be no
Great, so they get the brains
shenanigans.
and we get the performing monkeys.
Let's do
25 by our unsettling play,
Sometimes
that
just
one.
like a unit.
which tells
What
the
is?
cautionary
How
tale
are
of
you?
Ooh, the cruise of a lifetime. Bring your friend or make some new ones.
It
At
is what it is.
11:25, it's in sizes.
Ooh.
Dr.
Who
Adrian
said a
Atkinson
hardship has to be boring? Live a little with
10 seconds,
Sophia.
everybody.
twist on the humble biscuit.
Okay.
That takes us after the weather and public information
Going in
film
5,
into our close down.
4,
But first
3.
tonight, it's time to join Megan and the team for the National Night.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Proud parents throughout the territory find themselves ever more impressed by the bravery and commitment of their incredible children and the job they're doing keeping supply lines open against all possible odds. Don't starve. Advance's food programme moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. And judging by the looks on this happy family's faces, it can't come a moment too soon. They'll be getting a good meal tonight on the government, just like the rest of us. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing chronic pain, it can come as no surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a teen membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. It's up to the other 89% of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking advantage of all the exclusive services available to cardholders is now, as it should be, absolutely criminal. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankipool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful. But it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly.
Hey, how are you doing?
And finally tonight, our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy
I
Donaldson.
feel like the
The presenter
transition
will be transferred to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy
center
preparations for his trial,
aren't a
which is
nursing
still 18
home,
months away,
more like a
begin.
place.
Since being taken into custody 10 weeks
Where to
ago
go
in
and
this very
disappear.
studio, little has been heard from
Yeah,
our colleague. Despite how
that's
things ended, we wish him the
what
best.
I'm kind of
We'll be sure to
feeling
bring
as
you all the
well.
details of that court case every night. But first tonight, with the war about to enter its 21st week, I'll be chatting with Peter Clement live in an exclusive team talk from his home in Lanfordshire. Don't go away. You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News. Later in the programme, I'm thrilled to say I'll be chatting with mega pop star Lil C, who's going to be treating us to a world premiere of her new single. And then after that, in part 3, we've got something new I promise you won't want to miss. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's coming to us through the magic of television all the way from his home in Lanfordshire. Are you receiving me, Prime Minister?
Loud and clear, Miss Wolf. Loud and clear.
Well, let's start with the obvious. What's that in your hand, Prime Minister?
Cheeky cow.
You will know I spoke today to the people of Mankipool. Apparently, after I had left, there was some violence and looting.
How?
This always intrigued. You care about where our country is going
Okay,
and the
so
character of the people present. So why are this troublesome element always the focus of the news story?
not. Yeah, it's not for broadcast. Oh wait, hold up.
To the country, we and our neighbours have continued
There we
to
go.
allow unimpeded travel for business leaders, ministers and such. So, although me and the missus could theoretically go to that gorgeous beach I just mentioned, it just doesn't smell much like team spirit to me. After all, as my old man used to say, when life gives you shite, make shite pie.
it works just as well with lemons and lemonade.
10 weeks ago, Jeremy Donaldson took control of the national nightly
Requires some
news.
demanding planning. What's your regime and how do you go about it all?
Well, the truth be told, it's
Shit
all down
pie,
to Claude,
ew.
my
I know.
infinitely patient personal trainer. He's a man with a plan. I'm just the prat with the fat.
Wow, on that very subject, how are you and Mrs. C handling living on rations?
Okay, so...
Well, let me tell you, Megan, back in the 50s, when I worked for you backstage for your Patrick Brannan's dad, did you know I did that?
Okay, here we go. Okay, now I'm figuring
Well,
it
what
out.
you probably didn't know was that Graham Bannon was a right tight
Okay,
one.
there
Paid
we
the
go.
bare bloody minimum and still found every possible excuse he could to dock your pay even further. I remember he once docked me a whole $5 for having an unacceptably smelly lunchbox type bastard. Anyway, what I'm saying is back then I ate a lot less than I am now, even under rationing. We all did. And let's face it, there are still plenty of people in this country who could afford to lose a little bit of weight.
What are you implying? No, but seriously, Prime Minister,
There
we know
you
you're
go.
very busy, but...
To get those lines matching up again. Yeah.
Oh, well, go on then.
When you get home from a long day, your head full of the territory's hopes and fears.
It's just
what
something new
music
that
do you
just
listen to when you
popped
work
up,
out to take your mind
so
off
I
things?
just couldn't.
Well, I know I've got a bit of a
My brain
reputation
was
as
not
being an old
computing.
fuddy-duddy, but I'd be lying if I didn't say there's something about little C that just demands one's attention.
Well, let's hope you stay watching, Prime Minister, because she is going to be talking and performing live after the break.
Oh, I'll be watching. After all, as my old man used to say, everything's a treat on a boring Friday with nothing but the wind up your shunt.
It's Wednesday, Prime Minister.
I think the expression still stands.
Peter Clement, thank you for joining me. I don't know about you at home, but I think there's something kind of inspirational there.
Oh, the
I know, I
harder
feel safer.
difficulty that pops
When we
up
come
on
back,
the
Lil
first
C
level.
is going to be
Oh
giving us the
no.
debut performance of her new single, and
I
I'll be getting to
cannot
meet her
imagine.
as her biggest fan.
Well,
I don't
thank
mind telling
you.
I'm pretty
Sometimes
excited.
I'm
Don't
kind
go
of
away.
missing
We'll be back
stuff,
after
but
these messages.
1 minute back. Gripping stuff.
Was that even news?
I think you forgot to ask him what his favourite number is.
Oh, I must have forgotten that in all the excitement.
So assuming it's not vodka, what do you think's actually in that milk? I reckon it's the tears of his enemies.
You are one disturbed individual.
That's how I cope.
alrighty.
Christmas is a way off and the blockade is getting you down. Stock might be low, but the prices are lower. We've even had to get crazy creative, and we've got specials on all.
You'll no doubt have spotted the updated mixing disc. You'll need the new buttons during the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters, and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
Oh shoot, I got more buttons. Wish me luck. I was wondering what those buttons were.
Just for Christmas to eat. It's a crazy deal at Crazy Meals. We've got elves on trees. We've got trees on elves. If you want to know where the elf on the shelf is, we've got elves on elves. Bend over and ready for you to take home. We got naughty Christmas nativities with naughty Christmas figurines. We got crazy Christmas numbums. We've got crazy Christmas.
She any good?
Nah, of course not. She dog shit. But kids go mad for her, absolutely mad.
Live in 10 seconds. Hang on, Colin, you've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
What?
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Men, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C!
Excellent work.
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
Ooh, what's the regime?
My manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage
Bring on the
water
music.
and then having the leaves
Yes,
sucked
I
out of you
love
while
the
you
music
sleep.
in this game.
Wow, is that healthy?
Oh, well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know. So your first album, F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that, like, annoying little girl from that show to that, like, sexy little girl from that show.
Wow. That must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
Uh-huh. So, this newfound explosion to your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing, like, nicer underwear, you know, for the paparazzi. But as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about, like, how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about, like, promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again?
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out tomorrow. A Together and it's out.
My friend let her 13-year-old son join the Go-Getters. He's occupied now. Busy.
See, this is called Cry for Help and it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops and it's out now. So girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until somebody gets it for you.
Ooh. There she goes. Blimey. All these projects, they're keeping you very busy, aren't they? It must be tough.
Yeah, it can get tough and I hate it sometimes and I hate myself. I just want to, like, cry into a bath of root veg. But then I think thousands of girls would do anything to be me, so I must be quite lucky.
Well, you know you don't have to do this, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do think that sometimes. Most nights between, like, my 4th vodka and the 8th time a stranger slaps me around the arse. I think things could have been different, you know, like better.
Oops,
but I don't know.
I
love
forgot
doing
to
autographs
censor
and having
it.
somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Did you always want to do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I did. I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I'd press record on my cassette, but then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practising again.
Oh, sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah, which can be tough, and sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, make Quagler proud and you might just survive childbirth.
Well, you know what, despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
And on that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it,
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here. But you know what, it's actually all right. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then, well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure to chat to her, and I just can't wait to hear this. Oh, so here is Lil C with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Force's favorite, the Queen of Teams, here to break in your blockades, Lil C.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry? There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing, only you can fill that crack in me. I'm under siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here, boy, I got no agenda. Just want the team and me, no dirty foreign member. Don't stop holes in me that ain't been filled yet.
I kind of like this song.
Scream this loud.
Kind of catchy.
Your country pride. I ain't no vicar's daughter. Come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older. Tie me down and pull me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So let them try and break our dream. We fight and love and die a team. So what if Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy? I wanna see some action. So come and break my sanctions. I've been this wild and free since my mom burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, these babies gonna bring you home. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pull me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So what if Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes and dump them there? I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, if that doesn't
Yes.
distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will. I'd like to thank Little C for doing that. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
Phew.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours, won't you?
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective of me. You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together.
Wow.
And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to start needing it.
This next section will need you to use all 4 of the sound effects to help things along. Try and pick the most appropriate one at each given moment.
Well,
the actors can't hear what you're doing, so they'll be trusting you to make the right choices.
We're exactly 12, as it said in your record.
Do I look like the sort of person who counts things? No, not anymore. I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what, just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds.
Tell me there's a fart sound effect.
3.
Doesn't look like it.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've dropped the algebra. I go by Jeff DePoon now. How'd you like that?
Well, yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this?
Who?
Your wife.
Her? Oh, God, no. No. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Oh, well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice. It said, Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Wow. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
You had it last time, don't stop now.
Good morning, Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalised my shop again.
No!
Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock. See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right. Here it is.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers? Hey?
Oh, no. It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say? Tutoring?
That's right. Maths is very important. Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others
and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue.
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are and not on your actions.
No doy.
So it wasn't you who vandalised my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
What just happened? Oh, crap. That's not good. No, it's not.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we are picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be... what appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major foreign cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into... they put them into millions.
Oh,
I'm
not
being told we're
Susie.
experiencing some power shortages as a result.
I
So
hope
apologies.
not Susie.
Apologies for the interruption. And apparently we can go live now to team headquarters for an emergency
Well,
broadcast
it's the end of
from
the
Prime
world.
Minister Julia Salisbury
Yeah.
any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full.
Power fluctuations and...
The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade.
No.
You are to remove it immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that your
I don't know
citizens
if I should
become
play
part
that.
of the new future. Your borders are now our borders.
Honestly,
Your
I'm
people
gonna
are
let it.
our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. And
You have to know
healed.
what's being done right now to our neighbours. This is unprecedented. Our government has committed multiple acts of mass destruction in our name.
We will not hesitate.
Okay. You didn't
We will
vote for
not
this.
hesitate to
None of us
detonate
did.
further devices. You will not find
Okay,
them.
hold up. Okay, there we go.
We are
already
waiting
searching for
further.
them. Our
Oh, come on.
technology is decades ahead
Where
of
is it? There it is.
We will expect your
Dang
complete
it,
acceptance of our
okay.
terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
It's not relevant. Or important. Or important. So many of you may be surprised to learn that I
So
have
many
a
of you
brother.
may be surprised to learn that
His name is David.
His name is David.
And right now I can't kill Get his stupid face out of my head. He's a researcher and he's currently travelling the continent for work. And I don't know where he is right now. And I should imagine that there are many of you sitting at home tonight digesting this news, and you also have loved ones on the continent. In Urkistan, or Havia, or San
Yes,
Camarino,
Urkistan is where
or
Susie's
Konstanz,
at.
which is where David was when I last spoke to him 3 days ago. So when I tell you I know how you are feeling tonight, believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, we may actually be at the break of a new dawn. We don't know that yet. We can't know that yet. But together we will find out. And I will be here every night, feeling what you are feeling. And with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out. I've got people ringing around, but the telephone network's
Wow. Yes, that's how I'm feeling.
Do we know exactly which cities were hit, or?
Megan. We will find him.
All right. Okay, holiday time to well off. This is becoming intense. The rest of your shift, the rest of your shift passes in a blur with the same word going around and around in your head. Operatives work for advanced detonated nuclear explosives. Initial estimates put the death toll into millions. Did this just happen? You pull into the driveway with no memory of the journey home. The light in the front room is on. Clearly somebody else is still awake. The door creaks open into the living room and you find Sam sitting on the sofa staring at the TV. The screen is off and they're clearly lost in thought. You take a seat outside beside them and put a reassuring hand on their shoulder. They don't look at you, but they do reach up to take your hand in theirs. Now you're closer. You can see their tears flowing freely down Sam's face. Our little girl. I don't know what to do. What the hell can we do? The bastards killed Susie and millions of others. All because of their fucking war, which we never asked for. Behind the tears, you see a fire, raw fury you've seen before in Sam. You've never seen in Sam before. I hate them, Alex. I know you've always supported Advance, but after this, they're monsters. I need to know you understand that we're not going to help them anymore. Advance did what was necessary. I'm glad they were prepared to do what was needed to protect us all. That is bullshit, no. I don't think it's that simple. The country is suffering. This war has to end. Nothing can justify what they did, and anyone who tries is just as bad as they are. Correct answer. Relief spreads over Sam's face like a wave, and they collapse against you, clutching tightly. Clearly this was weighing heavily on them. You're not sure you've ever processed it all fully yet. But at least you'll get through it together. Oh man. The last week was passed in a blur, a rush of things to do, but all immediately forgotten. Your memory clouded by a dark fog. 9 days since the so-called Liberation Night and the beginning of Advance's new feature. You weren't the first ones at the church today. You were staggering by the number of people who have come to mourn with you. Everyone here for the same reason, sharing the same pain, the same sense of loss. It's written all over their face, much as it would be on yours. I can't believe Susie didn't make it. I know. And I kind of feel so bad for sending her. Oh my goodness. You step away from everyone else, needing space to gather your thoughts. Your daughter, poor little Susie, gone. Sam has said little since this evening. They're still getting over the shock. But when you walk over and squeeze their hand, they squeeze back tightly. You'll get through this together. You can only imagine how awful it would be to face this alone. There hadn't even been a coffin to bury. Oh man. That is a lot of days gone by. It's a seemingly ordinary morning, but as you get into work, you find a small crowd gathered in the break room. When you go in to grab your first cup of tea of the day, you can't help but overhear some excited chatter. You didn't hear? Yeah, another one's gone missing. What's that bringing the total up to now? Oh, I should think over 100 at this point. They won't all have been reported or noticed yet. Sorry, what's going on? An excited young woman turns to you and begins to explain. Another professor went missing from Queensview University. With all the other disappearances over the last year, scientists, doctors, researchers. She pauses before lowering her voice to a whisper. It's clearly disrupt targeting the people, speaking out against them. I overheard Advance are struggling to prevent further. A deep voice from behind you interrupts. What exactly is going on here? A silence overtakes the room as you all turn in unison towards the doorway. Bosman clears his voice before continuing. I've told you before, I don't want to hear about those so-called disappearances. Come on now, people. Advance has been very clear that they've nothing to worry about. Which means they're not our problem, and unless they start classing cappuccinos as intellectuals, I don't think anyone here has anything to worry about. Just get back to work. Bosman holds up a hand to keep you as everyone else files out of the room. Uh-oh. Look, between you and me, this, leave it alone. Malarkey comes from on high. It's out of my hands. So I would appreciate it if you would refrain from talking about it further and make sure the news is in line with that school of thought. Yes, he gives you a pat on the arm and a smile before leaving to carry on with whatever it is he does during the workday. It seems that, for better or for worse, public ownership is now in full swing. You drum your finger on the steering wheel impatiently as you wait for Charlie again. It's great he's enjoying the Cohesion Cadets and is so enthusiastic, but does he really need to stay behind every week to help? It's your Saturday evening too, after all. Finally, you see him exit the hall, a grin on his face. You can't help but smile back, the frustration starting to fade as you see him so genuinely happy. After hugging his friends goodbye, Charlie heads over to the car and gets in, his face flushed with excitement. So how was? You interrupted as he can't contain himself any longer. Guess what? What? You play along with a smile. Alright, Charlie, calm down and tell me, what is it? So obviously the Cohesion Cadets is a starting point for becoming a CCO, so we get a head start when applying for that. Charlie gushes, clearly keen on explaining his news, almost tripping over his words in his efforts to tell you. Well, apparently for the next year, the top 5% of cadets will be taken into a special program to become CCMs, Community Cohesion Managers. And guess who's gonna be in it? He beams at you. That's great news. We're all so proud of you. I see. And what exactly do these community cohesion managers do? Oh, well, basically they need a new liaison team between regular people, the CCOs, and the betterment department. And that'll be us. People come to us with concern and we'll decide whether they need referrals, and if so, to which department. Cool, right? Sounds great. Congratulations, bud. So you're going to be helping people report their friends and neighbors? Well, yeah, I guess, but only bad people. It's about helping the community, making it safer for everyone. Charlie frowns at you. You don't like the CCOs? Or the betterment teams? No, it's not that. Forget it. Well done, bud. I'm proud of you. I'm just worried about them having that much power and turning people against each other. You're starting to sound like the people that advance are trying to help. Charlie looks at you, a serious expression on his face. Don't worry, I'll make sure that everyone gets the support they need. This is a good thing for the community, and the team will be able to help everyone. He nods to himself and sits back in his seat. The mood in the car is somewhat icy for the rest of the journey home. You hope it's not a sign of where things are going. Yikes, 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 yikes. You're surprised to find Sam in bed next to you when you wake up. They must have got in very late last night from drinks with the folks from school. You decide to let them sleep in and enjoy a lazy Sunday morning. With the house quiet, you decide to bring some breakfast into the living room to watch some TV while you eat. This is breaking news. Reports are coming in from across the country. The large swaths of farmland went up in flames last night as part of what authorities are calling a heinous and well-planned act of terrorism by the group known as Disrupt. You drop your spoon back into the porridge and turn up the volume. In addition to food stores, which government sources have said will put a strain on universal menu centers countrywide, a number of CCO and civil buildings were targeted in last night's attack. According to Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, specific prisons and re-education and betterment facilities were raided, and a small selection of problematic and potentially dangerous individuals were forcibly extracted from lawful custody. You hold your breath, waiting to hear if anyone got hurt. Fortunately, the CCOs were well prepared for an event like this, and Disrupt appeared to be disorganized in comparison. While there were a limited number of fatalities, there were entirely comprised of Disrupt terrorists, with only 3 CCOs reported injured in the various conflicts across the country. A significant amount of Disrupt activists were arrested and incarcerated, awaiting transfer to a betterment center. More on the story as it develops. You go to turn off the TV. You're interrupted by Charlie walking into the living room, glary-eyed and with a piece of toast. Anything interesting going on? He gestures to the TV. Immediately, you leave the news on as they cycle through the story again. Charlie watches in a hushed silence. By the end of the broadcast, they're dubbing it the Night of Fire. Everything's going to be okay, right? Yeah, it's all going to be fine, bud. I hope so. We'll have to see. A year and a half since Liberation Night.
Alex? Are you receiving? Calling. Come in, Alex?
What?
Can you hear? This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and to be frank, we need your help. I know you've never been that sympathetic to our cause, but since the bombs, well, you've seen what happened. They have to be stopped, Alex. You know it in your heart, and tonight, well, it might be our very last chance. Play our tape at the second break. It's on your right. And please, when I hack in, let my message reach the people just once, just tonight.
Oh, I need
Before
a
advance can't be stopped.
Okay, I need to turn power on.
Colin. So's my nan, but she never misses her birthday.
Your grandmother's on the run, Colin.
Yeah. Armed robbery.
Okay, so let's do Joy of Privilege.
She's right, love.
I hope he's all right, though.
Oh, come on.
He's got this far, and your brother was fine. Going in 10 seconds, everybody. I wonder what they're doing.
Okay.
Probably.
Not probably. Definitely. Going in 5.
There we go.
3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News, broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted
I think it's
multiple
time to
attacks
start the
across
revolution.
territories.
I
During
agree.
coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of
agree.
Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson. Nothing has been heard from the missing journalist since the violent Disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at Channel 1 hope that wherever he is now, he's safe. Food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world. Jack Tractor Pants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch of Chef Jordan Rankby or the culinary skills of a professional footballer. Happy talk. Record happiness levels have been reported today across the territories. As more and more former countries join the new future, a survey carried out by scientists at Queensview University reveals a stunning fall in depression, self-harm and suicides, especially in those territories which have historically faced the most unjust of indivisions. Professors Whiff Piffle and Grantley Major said that their rigorous statistical analysis left them in no doubt that things are numerically better for everyone everywhere. So if you think you're feeling down in the dumps tonight, you're empirically wrong. Any dream will do. Oddball Disrupt spokesman Alan James today set out Disrupt's vision for what he calls a return to free society. However, the problematic provocateur avoided answering any questions on the movement's increasingly sinister tactics. This image, captured on a long lens by journalists working at the Daily Scandal, shows a clandestine meeting between former Prime Minister Jacob Hamilton Mann and Ivan Vodovich, formerly of Urkistan, thought killed on Liberation Night. Is this part of Disrupt's secretive leadership? Mr. James refused to comment. 3 of our longest-running stories reached a natural conclusion today. First, survival of the fittest. A controversial final nail in the coffin of Camp Busyfingers today as the factory, rebranded as a juvenile detention centre, declared itself an independent state. All has been quiet from the camp in the 2 months since the guards quit, simultaneously declaring the residents unmanageable due to a total lack of parenting. However, it looks like young Alfie Plank, now going by the name of Sahadnut Pooh-Face Dogfart the Mighty, has found a way to keep things under control. Here at the National Nightly News, we wish him the very best of luck in his new role.
I love that name.
Sophia Remington, meanwhile, was fired by the board this morning and left the corporate HQ muttering something about repurposing Mr. Snugglehugs. Grave Cave. Char-grilled consequences today as a malfunctioning laser wall seems to have incinerated all life in Dante's Taint. The high-tech barricade, which received unprecedented funding, was designed by David Wong to separate the battling brainiacs. David's pile of ashes did not immediately respond to our requests for comment. Cash in the hat trick. Beer tycoon and world's richest man, Johnny Hamsleeves, is seeking to cement his place in the annals of history by today releasing his own currency. Johnny claims the mint he's installed on the east shore of his private island can print 100,000
In ham we trust.
Lacking any status as legal tender whatsoever, he encourages customers to use it to fill swimming pools, decorate living rooms, or trick the elderly. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to Dangley Parts for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I pledge allegiance to the spam.
But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour. Patrick.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick.
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're live.
Of course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days.
Oh my word, this guy.
Completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what?
Some signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial gardens are going to be gorgeous. I've had a sneak peek at the designs and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, okay, all right, it seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage behind me.
Alex, Bozeman here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly. For goodness sake, make sure you make him look good.
Slowly gathering since this afternoon.
This is Alan. You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds. Make him look bad, Alex. Really bad.
Okay.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the picture of elegance, to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends. 500 days ago, all of our
Time to
lives
make him
changed
look
irrevocably.
horrible.
Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories. The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend, and a hero. Peter Gordon Clement.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on the 24th of December, just 6 weeks after Liberation Night.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television. First moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, winning multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are, not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late night chat show PT, which at its peak drew millions of viewers.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these united territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night, he wasn't the man we loved. But his eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that spark of wit and wisdom of a life lived for others.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago, moments before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilled coffee all down myself, and I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked, and from behind me I heard, "Christ, pet, you've either pissed your kecks or sprung a leak, but either way you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind, compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker, a natural leader, but mostly a good man.
Yeah, good man.
This glorious
Thank you, Alex. There'll be another opportunity to steer public perception soon.
Yes, we did it.
You'll know when.
His accomplishments,
Okay.
the future he forged, the boundaries he pushed. To me, he'll always be the man in his pants cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference. It is my great honour to give to you the Peter Clement Memorial Garden. Shall we see if we can get a countdown going? Everyone with me? 10, 9, 8, 7.
Whoa, what happened?
Now, Alex, control the message.
Okay.
Oi! You two, come with me. Don't panic. Help us here. We're gonna help you. We need a medic here. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Okay. You two, stay with us.
Not resisting.
Turn the camera off. National Night News. We have the right to be here. I said turn the fucking camera off. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear anything.
Yes, medics are coming. You sit down.
No, I can't hear you. I'm from the National Nightly News.
Well, then you can consider this payback. Salisbury's still here.
Julius Salisbury! You were guilty of the murder of more than 10 million people! Justice demands a response!
Haven't you done enough? Look around you! This is what your precious freedom looks like, is it? Oh, God, no.
Take to the streets, the time has come. Stop fires, break windows, draw them out. They can't stop us all. Resist, distract me.
Lower your weapons.
Mom?
I said, lower your weapons.
I know. Things are going to crap.
Shut that off. I said turn it off. I said turn it off.
Shocking scenes from the capital there.
Is this not enough? You've just seen them execute unarmed civilians. People like you and me. So why are you watching this? Why are you not in the streets with us tonight? What will it take for you to get up and be a part of this? March on team headquarters, storm the building, demand elections, demand answers. Be
This
what
is
you're born
nuts.
to be,
Oh yeah,
for
it
once
is
and
nuts.
future free.
Man.
We'll be back after this. Does anyone know if everyone's safe? Are the crew okay?
All fine. The bomb was a good distance from the unit base.
Alex, it's starting to work. People are coming out.
This is the big one.
Great. So there's a revolution happening outside and we're off to dangy fucking parts.
That's journalism, apparently.
Can we get set for the next sequence? You've probably seen me on the news talking about advance and how progressive their policies are. Well, I was wrong. And I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry and to beg for your forgiveness. My parents are not rich. My mother was a nurse and my father worked in a factory. I was the first member of my family to go to university. But I always envied my friends who had so much more. Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do. I acted selfishly. I was glad to see the rich punished. I didn't see how backwards Advance were. I didn't understand that rather than tearing down the wealth creators, we should have been helping everyone else to take a seat at their table. Under Advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by Advance's naive policies. Policies born from absurd,
Alex,
redistributive
during this
fantasies.
next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the ear for at least 5 seconds. Our operatives will do the rest.
Our only hope.
Okay.
The only hope. Now lies with Disrupt.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolf. So the final episode of what has quickly become a hugely successful feature, the notice board. But before we do, let's chat with Philippa Radon. Tell me, why do you think the public love the notice board so much?
It's real. There, I said it. It connects with people. You know, people look at us and they say, those are real people struggling with real problems.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to my PA secretary as I got out the limo, I was saying, it's good for people to see normal, authentic people like them on TV.
People like you.
Yeah, precisely.
Right.
Unfortunately, then I was interrupted by some dreadful wretch who wanted an autograph, but a swift kicking from security soon put him back in line.
Yes, well, I think it's really good that our screens are filled with such relatable stories. So the notice board is coming to an end after a sensational time at the top. What do you think has made this show so successful?
Oh, it's a combination of so many things. My hard work, my talent, my look.
Wow, we really have a lot to thank you for.
Hey. You're welcome.
We've just heard our man's on camera 4.
I have a real sense of responsibility now. You know, a sense I've been entrusted with something precious.
Get back to the
and that
interview,
I should
Alex.
use that platform for good.
Yeah, I think that's really important, that we should use this platform to do good in the world. I agree.
That's exactly it. So I've decided to help as many underprivileged.
Excellent work, Alex. That's the location shared. Next, you'll need to give them the go.
Is that better access to education, or reducing child poverty?
No, by adopting as many as I can get my hands on.
Oh, okay. How many children have you adopted?
Oh, we're well into the double figures now, Megan. I stopped counting in the late 30s.
Goodness, that is a lot of children.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh, you really are some sort of hero.
Hey, I live a privileged life. What can I say? I mean, any child I can take on is a child rescued from suffering.
Poor children. Were their lives really that bad before?
Oh, they're Northerns, I presume so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shocking to think, actually, that only 1 in 10,000 children have a celebrity parent.
I'd never thought of it that way before.
And I'm doing everything I can to fix those numbers.
What do you think it is about your life that's so desirable, then?
Well, it's mainly shame and panic interspersed with expensive bottled water, so actually, if anyone wants to, I'd happily trade.
Now that I can relate to. Right, you better go off and get ready. That was Philippa Radon sharing some thoughts about her lifestyle. I think it's really important to stay grounded and keep everything in perspective. Clearly, not everyone else agrees, but that's enough for me. Let's go now over to Dangly Parts for the final ever episode of the notice board.
day. First the tea morning, and now to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh, wait. Perhaps I do. Oh! By St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
No, I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course. Keep forgetting that thanks to you and your colleagues, violence on our streets is a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know! It's a disgrace. Somebody has defaced...
I'm not going to lie, Alex. It's a hard fight. But we've got the location out, and now we need you to give our people the go code. For the next 3 sound effects, 3 boos in a row. 3 boos, Alex.
It looks heavy.
They don't call me the Right Reverend Ripped for no reason.
Yes!
It's no good.
It looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Perhaps you, a young CCO, would be able to move it.
2 for 2. Fantastic.
Looks like all those lifting classes were a waste of time.
It's too heavy, even for me, a strong and capable
You
woman.
did it, Alex.
Surely
We're good to go.
strong enough to lift this.
Did someone call for the best firefighter in town? Hi!
Well done, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
My God!
Some people have
I
no
kind of
decency.
like the booze now.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no, no. Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature, but really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fete. Or my name's not Captain Danger Evans. The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout!
Ah, it's the morning of the village fete, thanks to theatrical convention.
I sure hope everything goes to plan. Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that would be far too expensive for live television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
First, I'm running the tombola. Then, I'll be selling forgiveness for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Well, that sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
That damn ferret has struck again!
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll just have to cancel the fete.
Hold it right there, ferret.
Me? Have you
drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you! The vicar!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
But how did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell.
Yes, I do smell of urine.
Next, I noticed that the vicar's tongue was particularly dry.
Oh,
almost
what
as
is
if
this
he'd been
plot?
licking
I
thousands
have
and
no
thousands
idea.
Of stamps.
Or perhaps eating Mrs. Craven's baking.
But I'm into this, whatever it is.
Which brings me on to my third clue. The vicar said that he had no more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also found this at the scene.
That proves nothing. No!
Get him out of here, officer!
You did it, Captain. You could say you ferreted him out.
Hey, come on. Let's go and have a party in my massive garden. I am doing well.
Thanks to you, we're all doing well.
Well, that was it, the final ever episode of the Notice Board, and what a way to end it. Thank you as always to Jeff, Philippa and Tommy. After the break, we'll be both dancing and learning, so don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
That's the ads. Well done, everybody.
Wow! What a brilliant...
This was the break we were hoping you'd play our tape. It would have had the most impact here, but we know you played it earlier, and we appreciate the effort.
All kinds of sausage!
Oh, my bad.
Hey, you!
I forgot.
You coming to the after party? Oh, for...
One last push, Alex. We're closing in. One of the guests in the last section is working with us. You'll be asked to censor on our behalf. If you do it right, the final orders will be given. We'll get 3 chances. Get at least 2 of them right, and we're going to win this thing. It's happening, Alex. Tonight we take it back.
You can run back to Jenny now. Sorry about that, Sarah. Nothing you can tell me. At all, like at all.
They've said no one's died, that's all I can say.
10 seconds.
What's wrong with you?
She is in tears.
Ugh.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first, let's take a look at them in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
Hello? Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning, and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds. But the flowers of our happy life are now beset by weeds.
I'm home.
Oh, darling John.
Oh, dearest John.
There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our doctor, David Wong, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump.
You poor unlucky chump. Is it cancer?
Worse, so John, we're having a baby.
How can this be?
Oh, woe is me.
Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of
Safety in our tiny flat. We built a peaceful habitat. Now our lives are fucked
we're having a baby. Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree.
And forget about that holiday in Territory 3. No more waking up at 10:30. In fact, you're never going to get a good night's sleep again.
Answer: worse? A baby? What in the heck? Yeah, I don't know exactly. I'm kind of confused too.
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now when I take a sick day at home,
The parasite won't leave you alone.
how he's grown.
We're our top priority.
I look after you, and you look after me. Ain't no trouble and strife. We got a childless life. No one wails and no one bawls. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband,
A wonderful wife. We got a childless life.
We're having a baby.
We're having a baby. Changing nappies daily. We're having a baby. No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a
Food
baby.
and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
No more spas and no more
We're having a baby.
18 years on bills at least. Time for a whole new phase.
We're having a baby.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
Amazing. The Novaries there, treating us to their opening number from Elegy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the capital theatre district. And we'll be touring the territories later this year.
Wow.
Right then, come on you lot, come on down, let's go, don't be shy. Hello.
Oh, hi, Megan.
Hi.
It's an honour to be here.
Oh, really? Are you fans of the show?
Yes, used to be.
Well, listen, let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night,
With matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right?
Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Sapley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet. I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right? With your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys! Our names all begin with J.
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it.
And I believe as well as being friends.
Oh my
you're also-
gosh, these guys, I
in real life
know.
as well as in the show.
Well, not exactly.
No. I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Jim and I are married.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack, Jen Janet, Jill Jen, Janet Jill.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
It was allegorical.
It was very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Mimbley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
It's been a very turbulent time.
So peaceful, no singing.
This piece isn't.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
It's about children.
Okay.
And why you shouldn't have them.
In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout, and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem.
Terrible problem.
Having children.
Well, you understand, Megan.
You clearly agree.
This isn't about me.
Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives, and there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
You're very chatty tonight, dear.
Usually I'm the chatty one, because...
You're the youngest, we know. It's not a badge of honour, Janet.
Janet, please, Jennifer. Oh, well said, John. Thanks, Janet. Got you back.
So, could you just tell us what is the play about? What happens in it?
Well,
go ahead.
It's a tragedy, obviously. Jennifer, myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic
censoring
action.
all
I can't
of
really
this
say more
orange.
I probably said too much already.
Yes. Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
Which should be all of you. For too long, we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete, that children are a blessing. Well, I've done the research, and they're not. Besides, there's already loads of bastards running around all over the place, so...
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had an experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to come. The noble affair. And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick, are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating and symbolic attack tonight this evening. An attack which I myself have found myself caught up in. I'm still a little dazed and a little deaf, Megan. So I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that it's time to speak with the Prime Minister. Mrs. Salisbury, that's you. You're still here. The Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave, not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation... Now, are we safe?
Yes, the security services perform their duties without hesitation, and I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, There were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the
Sure, there wasn't.
Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right. No civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement who were, as always, so cohesive. If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Of course, the camera, speak there, on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but
I think
as
that
the
woman
dear
needs a
departed
medic.
Clements once
Yeah,
famously
she
said,
does, definitely.
It ends today.
But of course, she
Thank
has
you,
a job to do,
Prime
so she
Minister,
can't
for those strong
seek
words of strength.
medical.
Back to the studio. Megan, now in the studio with Megan Wolf now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out, Patrick. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News. But before we go to National Nightly News...
Victory is in sight, my friends. You have mobilized. You have come together. From our agents at the television networks risking arrest and getting those words to you, to the many hundreds and thousands gathering to invade team headquarters. As I speak, we are turning the tide, and it is time for change. Tonight we topple their regime, and we also silence their mouthpiece. Channel 1. Time to wake up.
Of course, they would have you believe.
Yes,
Have been
power.
actioned, and well, it's pretty scary out there tonight. So stay at home and stay with Channel 1 because the
Fight
team has
the power.
assured this programme
Yes.
that turbulence will soon be over, and we can once again focus our minds on building a new future with equality, fairness, and resources for all. My name is Megan Wolf. Let's make it tomorrow.
Love it, Alex. Tonight is the beginning of the fall of advance. Fighter jet, 11 o'clock.
Oh shit.
Target's rig, sir. Permission to detonate. Permission granted, old friend. We are going to detonate. Look out your window, Alex. See what you helped make happen. She's coming down.
I know. Received small bonus. Well off to starting to get rich. You arrive at work a little early despite a stressful journey and you still aren't quite sure of everything that happened. Though if the swarm of CCOs all over the building is anything to go by, this isn't just a Channel 1 matter. This is confirmed when you are informed you need to speak to Bosman immediately and are escorted to his office. You sit nervously outside waiting for your boss. A few minutes later, the boss man arrives, disheveled and with a stern-looking CCO in tow. Ah, yes, Winston Good. This is Specialist Ables. She will be observing this interview. Please come inside and take a seat. The ruddy-faced man bustles into his office and leaves the door open for you to follow. Few times you've been here before, it was immaculate with everything in its proper place. Not so today. It must be serious for Bosman to be this flustered. So Alex, do you know why you're here today? Bosman's eyes are sharp and his gaze fixed on your face from across the desk. Abel's is standing behind you, out of sight, but definitely not out of mind. Not really, no, I wasn't involved with anything that happened yesterday. I assume to do with what happened with Disrupt last night. What happened last night was nothing short of the culmination of a heinous and outrageous campaign of terror the Disrupt have been reaping on this nation and its territories. Bosman should say, glance behind you to your left where your CCO observer is standing, and it is of course our duty to root out this route wherever we find it to prevent anything like last night happening ever again. I have been asked by Advance to perform interviews with all staff members involved and will be submitted a personal review of your performance both during the incident in question and throughout your time here. This can only end well. Yikes, I don't have a good feeling. He shoots you a quick smile. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Arranging some papers, Bosman clears his throat and begins. Obviously, a lot happened last night and I have a number of interviews to conduct today. So I'd rather none of them take any longer than necessary. Please be brief, concise, and clear in your answers. You nod. So let's start at the beginning of the broadcast and work our way through. After the attack at the memorial, you seem to have portrayed the terrorists in a quite sympathetic light. Why? I showed what happened. The news. That's our job, right? I did what I felt was right in a very stressful situation. Yes, of course, and with everything in flux, you weren't to know what could happen next. I'm certain you did the best you could, Alex. You always do. Bosman scribbled some notes down. The noise of his pen scratched into the notepad, punctuated only by the constant tick-tock of his ornate clock. Hopefully this will be all over soon. Reviewing the broadcast, we noticed something a little odd about a particular camera choice. It was while everyone else was talking. Oh, where did I put it? Oh yes, here it is. Do you recognize this? With a flourish, Bosman produced the leaflet from the notice board and placed it on the desk in front of you. I honestly didn't even notice it was there. I assume it was a part of the set. Why else would it have been there and on camera? Well, that makes sense. You aren't responsible for maintaining the set. You can only assume that what's there is meant to be after all. You get the feeling that at least some of the above was for the benefit of the CCO in the room. Thank you, Alex. And again, for Abel's benefit, you're so loyal. Not exactly subtle there. There was one thing we noticed during the finale of the notice board. Bosman picks up some notes on the other side of his desk. You seem to play an odd choice of sound effects relatively early on. Now, the script was expecting laughs, but for all three, you chose to play boos. Why did you do that? I'm sorry, I was under the impression that I would pick freely. Did that change? I felt there were the most appropriate choices. Art is subjective after all. Well, of course, obviously we want all of our shows here at Channel 1 to be as successful as possible. And we allow our staff a significant degree of autonomy. I'm sure no one would try to fault you for simply having a different sense of humor. You can see Bosman is frowning as he writes this, clearly not convinced by his own words. Maybe he likes you more than you thought. How many people would he be interviewing today? Towards the end of the show, there appeared to be some issues with the sensor equipment. At this point, Bosman pauses for a moment, putting a lid on his pen and placing it carefully on the desk, perpendicular to his notebook. How do you explain the fact you censor perfectly acceptable language during the final segment? There seemed to be an issue with the machine. Frank probably forgot to do his checks again. I just do what the display tells me. I don't decide what's supposed to be censored. I suppose it's certainly possible the machine could have malfunctioned, much more likely than the malfunctioning of such a competent employee. We'll make sure to have maintenance look at it right away. With the price we paid, I expect it to last at least another 20 years, just like the last one. Bosman chuckles. How many questions will you have to answer? At this point, Bosman took out a pair of glasses and placed them somewhere delicately at the end of his nose. Then the portly man leaned forward to examine his notes in detail. Now, obviously, we expect the odd bit of interference here, and they're unavoidable. However, he paused, turning the page at an agonizing pace. Interference is not the same as terrorist propaganda. Would you care to explain how quite so much of their message found its way into our airwaves? With everything else going on, I just didn't realize until it was too late. The machine's been out of date for years. Even the last update didn't make life any easier. Out of the corner of your eye, you note Specialist Abel is visibly more attentive, awaiting your boss's response. Well, it's certainly true that accidents happen, and with the various stress of last night's broadcast, I don't think anyone could begrudge you a slight drop in attention. Bosman smiles warmly at you as Abels return to their passive stance. You offer a strained smile back. A loud creak breaks the growing silence as Bosman leans back in his chair. The tape of that poor Miss Brightman. Why did you play it? Help me understand. Why play that tape? As you meet his gaze, you're almost surprised to see an earnest concern in the old man's eyes. It was worried what disrupt might do if you didn't play it. It seemed like the news. Isn't that what we do? Show the news? You watch as Bosman slowly cleans his glasses before answering. Well, at the end of the day, you choose to do it. I don't know if I'd have done the same in your shoes, but I think it's clear enough you thought it was the right thing to do, and that's all we can ask of you. He clears his throat, leans forward again, and smiles once again on his face. I believe that's all I had for you. Anyhow, thank God it's over. Oh my goodness. I think that's all the information we need for now. Thank you. Could we have the room, please? This last is to the CCO, who grudgingly accepts, and you hear the door close. Look, Alex, I don't know how involved you were last night, and frankly, I don't want to know, but honestly, it doesn't look good. I've done what I can because I like you, but I can't promise it will be enough. Best just go home for now. There's no work for you until we get a new satellite tower up anyway. As you leave, you see what you could almost swear is sympathy in the old man's eyes. Back to normal. It's your anniversary, and this year you've got a plan. A week away could be just what the doctor ordered for you and Sam. But it won't be cheap. It's more than you normally spend, but Sam's worth any penny. Spending that much on a holiday might be a bit frivolous, though. Sam still hasn't forgotten that missed anniversary. Those days are flying by. Oh, yeah. But you've not made that mistake again in the 3 years since, damn Bosman. With the trip booked, you even took today off so you could go all out and cook a nice meal from scratch. Fancy. Sam's going to love it. They should be here any minute. Even you and Chris seem to be on the same page for the first time in years. Maybe it's been long enough for them to forgive you, or perhaps they've decided they were unfair to ask you. But either way, you're grateful for the newfound peace. They even helped you clean up the house today, so when Sam gets back from work, it'll be pristine. You hear the keys in the lock and put the final touches in place. As Sam steps into the hallway, you're waiting in the doorway to the kitchen, dressed to the nines and acting as nonchalant as possible. Alex? What's all this? Oh my, did you clean? And what's that smell? They give you a quick kiss as they stepped past you into the kitchen, where the banquet is laid out, candles lit, with Chris and Charlie standing quietly grinning. Oh my, Alex, happy anniversary, Sam. Happy anniversary, comes the chorus from your two cheerleaders as Sam turns to you, smiling and with tears in their eyes. Alex, it's perfect. Sam rushes over and kisses you softly, only breaking off when you get a less than subtle cough from Charlie. So I got officially accepted into the Community Cohesion Management Program, Charlie blurts out. And that's our cue. Come on, Charlie, time for us to go. Have fun, you two. Chris, thank you sincerely. You're welcome. Now, I should go get our own dinner. You can grill Charlie when he's back. Tomorrow, as in not tonight. See ya. With a wink, they finish ushering Charlie out of the house. You pull out Sam's chair for them. Oh, thank you, Sam says, taking a seat and grinning at you. So Charlie's been busy. They shake their head as you take your own seat opposite them. Tomorrow, for now. You really don't have to do all this, Alex. I know I wanted to. I love you, Sam. I love you too. They breathe, admiring the panoply of food you've prepared for them. Now, where on earth do I begin? They laugh as you pour the first glass of champagne of the evening. You are very lucky to have such a wonderful family. Who could ask for more? Dang, that is a lot of days. Okay, everything's ready. You and Sam's been trying to watch Bullet Man for years, but you missed it in the cinema, and it never seemed to be in stock when one of you went to pick up the VHS. Now, you're just waiting for them to get home so you can start. You hear the front door open as you put a bowl of popcorn on the coffee table. We're all ready to go. Get your butt in here. Sam comes in with a vacant stare, ignoring both Film and Snag as they sit down next to you. You have to actually nudge them to break their stupor. Sam, what is it? I've just been let go from work. Sam is just staring into space. Apparently, there just isn't a need for 2 nursery teachers anymore. Not enough children, so they can't justify the expense. Honey, I'm so sorry. It'll be okay. You'll find another place. No, you don't get it. There just isn't the demand for younger years teachers anymore. Not just here, anywhere. I don't know what I'm going to do, what we're going to do. You pull Sam into a hug. It's alright. With what we've saved, we should be okay for a little while. I guess you're right. I just hate putting this burden on you. Sam pulls back and looks at you. But I'll find something, I promise. We're a team. They laugh. I can't believe I just said that. I sound like a bloody advance advert. You chuckle. We are, though. And we'll get through this together. You flick Bullet Man on, finally finishing the film after years of build-up. It's a typical Hollywood blockbuster. Not best sold on its writing, but enjoyable nonetheless. Later that night, long after Sam's fallen asleep while cocooned in the duvet, you find yourself wide awake, thinking about money. How long will your savings actually last? All right. And I think after this broadcast, it's going to be it. 3 years since the uprising.
Hello, Alex. I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
At 9:15, it's What Music is Best? A rundown of the top-selling songs across the territory.
Okay, so
Catchy tunes and scenes of an inappropriately sexual nature. Not wanting this. At 10 p.m, it's time for Julia's Diary, where the ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a warm fire. Then, at 10:30, it's the latest episode of our drama series, Betterment, which tells the inspirational story of Emily Dennisworth and the brave doctors and technicians struggling.
And this is Jenny. She's the floor manager.
Hi, Stacey.
That's Colin. He, too much. Don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, Colin.
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
How did it all go so right? That's followed by the territory
Atta girl.
advanced briefing.
10 seconds, everybody.
Now featuring up to 16
One day's a myth.
simultaneous
That
colours.
explains so much.
time to be
Okay, we are
alive.
going in 5, 4,
Put on your thinking
3.
glasses as we go over to Megan and the team at the end.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolfe. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey. Go fuck yourself. All right then. Here are the stories that matter to you.
She seems
First up,
charming.
with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Drew in Humberset. To take our minds off things, me and my partner have been building this house for our hamster. It really does distract us from thinking about the 85% sterility rate. So next week, we're building Nibbles a tiny conservatory, a loft conversion, and a holiday home. Thank you for that. And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Catherine from Berkeldown sent us this, saying, I couldn't help but spot the face of poor departed Peter Clement in my 4th lager this morning. Oh, I'm not sure if I see it, Catherine, but then again, I'm only on my 3rd. Do keep those coming in. Come on, we have a go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
So this one says it's from John in Stokely. Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book, but since I was released from Betterman, I haven't been able to stop. I'm even working at a library, and on our lunch breaks, Mr. Wordyworth spell checks my tattoos.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people, so do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the SFX buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay, surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant. As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future, and I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Tadgbadger. So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Alfie? Is he all right?
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
He says it drains the battery.
Well, will you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation?
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that, yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
We got it.
So, Alfie.
What?
You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Well, where is everybody?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
A lovely story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, so you're a
woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women
them.
can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Oh, can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Well, are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked
I have a
my
bad
grandma.
feeling about this
There was
show.
television then, back
Yeah, you
we
and
made
me
our
both.
own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's fascinating.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yes. So I called it Pat, which were a popular name for a dog back then, on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times, divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here, the weekly Territory 1 Team Awards. First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven path, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Right, got you. I mean, 2 sugars, please. And don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Oh. Well,
There he goes.
Poor guy doesn't even know what he's doing.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down, love.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Oh, Ian, that's the act you said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Nope, this man needs to go home already. Yes, he does.
Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Crikey, don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for two in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone!
Oh, what about my change? I've been in these white pants for 3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie.
Oh, right you are, love.
Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randy-Gannis. Megan, Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them two. Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl, but she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen.
Lovely. That's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Huh.
Huh. I didn't realize it was.
Never made it home. Fiddly got
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings in a long time, so I didn't catch that.
Fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. Just makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony. So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education.
It's Bilbo's cousins that want his house. I'm a super nerd. Oh, okay. Now it's ringing a bell.
Absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
Good. When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
There's probably a lot of Easter eggs in this game. Yeah, probably.
You might as well have the rest of it too.
Oh, security!
Oh God, not again. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Pennies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
What? And you are? Oh, no.
Got to go.
Oh.
It isn't then. Oh, actually, don't answer that.
That's my wife, you know.
I don't even
You
know.
can't pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses. Then to defend
Oops.
Well. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that would bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tadge-Badger. It's pleased to meet you.
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh, 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 oh.
You better break them what he knows.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see, circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus, yeah, oh, never mind. Yeah, just the tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got 'em, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's camp cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Oh, congratulations.
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonc. Prime Minister. It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense. Prime Minister, you have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with 9 fists. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners, Stacey?
The nurse was fucking scary, the pretties were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay, well, succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this. And we're out! You know,
Oh, Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work with uni, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Disaster.
Calling on talented, creative people from across the territories to submit their most sterling creations as entries in the United Territories Anthem.
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear.
Something that speaks from and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness. A song of solidarity for a steadfast society. No previous songwriting experience is required. All you need to do is record or notate your anthem and, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra or 44-voice choir. The entries will be judged.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab her gun and then you've got these generic links on your to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Don't you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
Will this bring your daughter to work day? What a joke.
Where is our
Space opera.
She's probably sniffing around that boy band. Hot spot.
Heat rash. Hot spot when it last year.
Heat rash. God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it.
Is this a wig?
You think
Best movie ever. Yeah, I've thought that we've...
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
Yeah, we've shown this movie before.
Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, chick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all!
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky 3-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner, this is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down. But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey? Thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright, I guess.
They
What?
certainly were.
That's
Let's
not
go
the
over to
right
Robin Short now
line.
in
Ding,
Western Square, who I
post-production.
believe is the star of the
Right?
show.
Right?
And we're out until after Patrick.
Better.
Marginally.
Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's thanks to shows like yours that Eleanor and I are even here. Don't you agree?
Well, I couldn't.
Absolutely right, darling.
And you two have both become absolutely huge in the past couple of years, haven't you?
Even huger, yes, that's right. I feel very lucky. Very, very lucky to be born, well, you know. And Helena is in massive demand too at the moment. She's still the face of a major cosmetics brand, and she's booked to do a one-woman Lear in the summer.
Wow, it sounds like you're both very busy. But is there any chance we'll get to see you together on screen again?
No, I'm really not supposed to mention this, but yes, we are doing a little something together.
No.
I'm playing a weathered starship captain from another galaxy, and Helena is my droid companion.
But how does that work?
I spend 7 hours in makeup now.
No, how does Helena play a droid?
Oh, we just pop her on a roller skate.
Wow. Well, Lawrence,
You look fantastic. That suit is gorgeous.
oh, for joining me. And we're going over to Patrick Bannon now. Patrick, will we be seeing you in a movie anytime soon?
Thank you, Robin. Let's hope not. I'm actually joined here by...
Billy Bob Jean Short. And surely you recognize my youngest, pop sensation, Lil D. Her Lil C Colours album drops next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting Lil C. Is she...
She's around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her internal soul. Praise Craglar!
Praise Craglar.
What the heck?
But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer all and any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well,
Unfortunately, yes, we know Lil
Oh,
D.
thank
I
you.
know,
You
right?
know what? I feel great.
Oh
Who
my
are you
word.
wearing?
I'm wearing Little C, and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called
Oh, what a unique name!
Hard to spell though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
Person.
And Forbes magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
And do you have any advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely. All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So, her best-of album is out now.
25 years old
And then her farewell tour
too
the year
old.
after that.
What the heck?
That's her last chance to see her. So, until the reunion tour and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her poor health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn you're intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah. Well, we better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves, or possibly at all. Billy Bob, Lil C, D, thank you so much for joining me, and do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Who? Oh.
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how are you?
Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm great. No thanks to you, silencing me, silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh, no.
But you can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
So, what have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working on a track right now. Written, recorded, directed, all by myself.
Can we hear a bit of it?
What now?
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
Yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo. The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Cause my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me. Yeah, see, that's all I've got at the moment.
Did you just rhyme me with me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Thank you. Now, ask me a polite question, and I'll walk away nicely.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parent
La, la,
and
la,
currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
for
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
hoarding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me? Oh, Jay's us there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something. There are just so many stars here tonight, Megan. It really is the who's who of whatever
Okey-dokey.
here. I'm going to
Right.
see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
We're on the edges of our seats, Megan, except we're standing. I apologise if I get overexcited, but any moment now, we're going to meet with the cast of the hottest new TV show. It's on every Saturday night. Have you guessed it? Yes, it's Big Chris's House of Chris's. And here's the man himself, Big Chris. Hello.
Hey, hey.
It's good to see you, Big Chris. We love your show.
Oh, thanks, mate. It's really good to be here.
And are you excited for the automated?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Come on.
All right, just 1 sec. Sorry, it's impatient Chris and rude Chris.
Fuck off. Are the other Chris's here as well?
Yeah, some of them couldn't make it.
I missed
Some
that
of the boys
one.
are here. We've got Posh Chris, Quiet Chris and Remorseful Chris.
Posh Chris, remorseful
Pocket Chris is around
Chris.
here somewhere, but I haven't seen him
A
in ages.
pocket Chris? What the heck?
Reloaded.
Oh no, he's not. He couldn't make it. But Chris 2 Electric Boogaloo's here. Oh Jesus Christ! It's Mormon Chris.
Hello.
Mormon Chris.
Have you seen Cardboard Chris? There he is. Oi, oi.
Look, I wouldn't normally ask this, but spill the gossip. Is there anyone in the cast you don't get on with?
Wow, everyone would think it would be Killer Chris, but he's all right. Yeah, he's really into crosswords. I think it'd probably be Surfer Chris.
Aw, bummer, man.
Or Disco Chris.
Disco Chris.
Honestly, he's god awful.
Bit of cheeky celeb insight there.
Oh shit, I better go actually, before Sheriff Chris and Chris Beard fall out again. Oh no, sorry, I've got to go, too late, sorry. I'll see you inside.
No,
yeah?
thank you, Big Chris. Amazing. Megan, you know, I've heard the production have actually had to hire out a separate screen exclusively for them. I'm sure they'll love the movie. What a pleasure to meet with such varied and talented stars. Megan.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance, I hope. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Just the unusually wealthy, Megan. I'm here with richest man in the world and beer tycoon, Johnny Hamsleeves. Are you excited for the film, Johnny?
Don't really have time to film, you know, I'm a busy man.
Oh, so what brings you to this film premiere?
There's always time for the smooth flavour of a headbutt ale.
I see. So, what have you enjoyed most since you became richest man in the world?
It's got to be the crisp refreshment that only comes from an ice-cold beer.
Of course. What would you say to the people that criticise your billionaire lifestyle?
I'd like to headbutt them all, but I'll settle for the full-bodied flavour of a headbutt ale.
Honestly, did not think you'd be able to make a marketing opportunity out of that one. So, fair enough. I have a question for you. How have you managed to avoid the assets and wealth tax?
The only thing I'm avoiding is these questions. How have you avoided trying one for yourself?
Oh, what is that aftertaste?
Just too much flavour to contain in one taste.
No, it says here contains grade D innards, and then it just says miscellaneous in brackets.
The D stands for delicious.
Well, I think we better throw it back to the studio before you all see my miscellaneous innards. Thank you to Johnny Hamsleeves for taking time out of your busy schedule to bring us this live beer advert. I'm off to the movies, Megan.
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages. I still go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No uneven chatting and chewing all the way through.
What about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
No.
Feeling better? All right, you are. I've got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
My God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
Just like that, you wish she wouldn't. We seem to be a bit bunched up at the
Oh, don't worry. It's Soko.
It's what now?
It's
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room.
Whatever.
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room? Hmm?
No.
No what?
No. Thank you.
Okay. And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
no co.
Fucking right, Noko.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on the tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny.
Sup?
Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry.
No.
I didn't know that.
It's Soko, Preeti.
It's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum. Gross.
And you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see. How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Prodance was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co,
Oops.
Ronnie.
Yeah, no co, Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of Soko.
Ah.
Fuck's sake. Soko.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You preties say cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, team players with a Z.
So, how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on team players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the songs.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah?
Mum.
What?
No co. Pretty. So no cool.
The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum!
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
What, you mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that?
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were Soko.
Yeah, I am Soko.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's a pretty, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you preties.
Unevens.
Mimis. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co pricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
Soko, Stacey. Soko.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
One last song, yay. I know.
Can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Ah, yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the man you sent with a brand new pair of Lakers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stank. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things took a train through all the territories, and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know that life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last, I leave them there, the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride, snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old mom used to say, blow me away, I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Make me crazier than Neil today. And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil today.
Wow. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Yukash. That was actually really good. Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight.
Bravo.
And
I
I've
know,
actually
that
asked
was
Stacey to
really
write a
good,
few, and they're
actually.
being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now I have no idea what she's going to say. So fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff, okay? Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. We had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. My life, got better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Wow, thank you, Stacey, for that. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Is that all right?
Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then?
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options, if that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
Thank you.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
She's growing on me.
Yeah, she does that.
Wow, what the heck, right? This game. Ugh, I know. Current wealth's not quite breaking even. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be it for tonight. I went way longer than I intended to, but that is all right. Great stream. Well, thank you very much. And somehow we made it through, barely. Tonight may have been held together with duct tape, panic, and accidental censorship, but we survived for now. The airwaves may never recover, and I probably owe the network an apology, or 10. Big thanks to Tiki Solitaire Tri-Peeps for sponsoring this glorious disaster. Links still in chat if you want to check it out. And yes, the Bean Boozled Challenge is still looming over me. The jelly beans are sitting there judging me. But before that horror show, Tuesday, I'm trading the newsroom chaos for the high seas. That's right, Game Pass is working again, which means I'm setting sail in Sea of Thieves with none other than Princess Furball herself. Expect treasure, expect trouble, expect pure pirate nonsense. See you then if I'm not banned from broadcasting forever. Bye!